give my final analysis on the Jeffrey Dahmer film, the controversy limited TV series, and I finished watching it. I saw all of the episodes, all 10 episodes, and close to the end, it was some really interesting stuff. What they said happened with Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, I'll research some of this stuff. Some of it is true, some of it isn't. And I just want to really just bring up this point that there's people out here in the world that's just as sick as Jeffrey Dahmer. When Jeffrey Dahmer was sentenced and convicted, he was given, I think, 15 consecutive life sentences, which came to a total of 900 years, which a lot of people felt that he should have got the death penalty, which he didn't. And they're saying that he asked for it. Well, there were a couple of attempts on his life where somebody tried to, shank him, and they was unsuccessful. And basically, they were unsuccessful till he came across Christopher Starber. And Christopher Starber basically did what a lot of people wanted to happen to him. Even they saying that the prison guards wanted him gone, because in particularly what he did to that 14-year-old Asian kid, which was horrific. I'm not going to go into details what he did, and what he tried to do, and what he was saying that he wanted to do to some of his some of his victims. But even up to the end, they put in there that Jeffrey Dahmer called himself being baptized, and he wanted to surrender himself to God. And basically a lot of people thought that was appalling after what he did, because he basically took out 17 people, most of them being black. And what happened was, they saying that people did research on him, and they was just appalled by what he did. And the sad part about it, they had people that were actually saying they were fans of this dude. They had women sending him like nude pictures. They were sending him money and stuff. So they were people that was fascinated by him. And then the building that he lived in, people was taking pictures, and they was treating it like it was some kind of tourist attraction. Now they saying eventually they tore down the building. I don't think nothing ever got rebuilt over there. I think it's just an empty lot. And I guess to a certain degree, based off what happened in that building, I guess it was just too much of a reminder of what went on in that building. Because basically he turned the city of Milwaukee inside out when that news broke what he did, and how long he was able to get away with it. That's the crazy part. He basically got caught on the fluke. He had admitted that he would have kept doing it, and then it wasn't like he was like this mastermind. He basically got away with the stuff because he was white, and that's it. So I just found that I found that hilarious. But then at the end of the day, this is the type of world that we live in, where people celebrate dudes like that. You actually had people sending this dude money, asking him to send them pictures and all that kind of stuff. So that just goes to show you what type of people live in the world, and what type of sick people that they got. You fascinated by a dude doing those horrendous things to people? You gotta be kidding. And then towards the end, I guess you could say this somewhat of a spoiler alert, but at the end of the day, it's not really spoiler alert, because we all know what happened with him. Now, for years, they never let you know that the dude that took him out took out two people at the same time. Christopher Starber, who's in a correctional facility, I think in Colorado, he actually took out another dude. He actually erased another dude by the name of Jesse Anderson, I think. Now, what Jesse Anderson, what he did was he was trying to get back with his wife. His wife didn't want to get back with him. And basically, he took out a knife and he basically poked her multiple times. And then he left like a Clippers hat at the scene, and he tried to say it was two black dudes. And then the weapon that he used to, take her out, they traced it to a store. It was some unique knife. It wasn't like a basic, carry knife or whatever. It was like a unique knife. And they traced it back, and come to find out the weapon in question was bought by him. So they traced back, I guess, and it was like, wait a minute, he was bought this way, he bought this knife. But the hat that he used, you had a guy him this hat. So basically, they caught him and they put him in jail. He tried to blame two black guys because Nasheed said, remember back in the 90s, there was this thing with every time somebody committed a crime, they would say it was two black guys, or they say it was a big black guy. That was real fashionable back then. They say, oh, two black dudes did it. And then whatever city you was in, they'd go there and go around shaking down every black dude that they came in contact with. Asking to see ID, shaking them down, not letting them exercise their amendment rights. So basically, he took out both of them at the same time. And for years, they hid who the dude's identity was. Because when this first happened, I remember the Jeffrey Dahmer case, but when he got erased, they wouldn't reveal the dude's name. Because I can tell you why they didn't want to reveal the dude's name. Because basically, they knew people would probably send that dude money. Dude probably would have been a millionaire. He would have probably, so I think purposely they wouldn't reveal this dude's name till now. But even towards the end, they was trying to make it look like you should kind of feel sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer. Because he was sitting up saying, well, I'm giving my life to God and all this kind of stuff. And that dude was looking at him like he was nuts. And he was like, well, was you thinking about God when you was doing what you was doing to all them people? And it's conflicting reports about what happened and what basically led to people wanting to get rid of Dahmer. They saying basically in his original statements, he say that Dahmer was taunting the prisoners about what he had did. Making reference, using ketchup and stuff and putting it in bones and licking it with his tongue. And he basically was taunting the dudes. But see, once again, they don't never reveal this type of information. They don't want you to know. But basically they said that what was going on. And he was antagonizing the people, and that's what led to them basically to erase him. And what irritates me about this, they always try to make these monsters be dudes that you can feel, that they try to make you have some kind of compassion for him, and saying, oh, okay, his mother took some bad medication when she was pregnant with him, and there was issues, with him having surgery, and that could have led to, him doing the things that he did. They always try to say, well, what led to him? They always try to make you somewhat feel sorry for these dudes. But when it comes to a brother, like I say, they will find every way possible to make you try to hate this dude, despise him, and say he deserved to be in jail or whatever happens to him. He been committing acts. You got to understand, this is how the media works. I don't feel sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer. Real talk, he got what was coming to him. That's just the bottom line. He got what was coming to him. But anyway, just wanted to give a quick final analysis. I mean, it's on Netflix. If you want to watch it, I guess I could say you should at least consider checking it out, because to a certain degree, it may be a little too hard for you to swallow based off what he was doing. Now, they didn't get super graphic in what he was doing, but it was just the idea about, how long he got away with it, and basically how his neighbors were complaining about the smell coming out of his house. Basically, the landlord didn't do nothing for a while. The police refused to do anything because basically they didn't care because of where he lived. And he knew he could get away with it because of the area he lived in. So, I just wanted to put that out there. This is your boy Town Biz. Thank you for listening.